This monument, erected at the foot of Hart's Hill, commemorates the men of the Connaught Rangers who lost their lives in the actions to relieve Ladysmith on the 23rd and 24th of February 1900. The cemetery is very near to this monument. This is the slope of Hart's Hill, up which Hart's Irish Brigade made their frontal attack, their futile frontal attack with bayonet charge at the top, which was so expensive and such a tragic failure. Today, well, you can hear the song of the insects and the birds. It's incredibly peaceful. I don't think anybody's going to come. I don't think there's been a car along that road for days. Well, it doesn't look as if the cows are going to prevent us from getting through here. Pretty curious though. Sad. But these graves are way off the beaten track and are obviously very well maintained by the local War Graves Board. And from the upper cemetery there's another mass grave here, the men of the 27th Inniskillings. We're now on the top of Hart's Hill, and this is the imposing memorial to the Inniskilling Fusiliers who lost their lives in the futile attack on this position. In the background you can see the cooling towers of the power station at Colenso, which of course are modern. They certainly weren't there at that time. And the town of Colenso as well. The line of General Buller's final attack to relieve the siege of Ladysmith started at Colenso, and after capturing the side hills here of Llangwan and making some effort to secure his flanks, his line of attack was more or less along the line of the railway, which you can see here, the Onderbroekspruit, with Wyn Hills obscured by these bushes, and finally Hart's Brigade were ordered to make an assault on this hill. Coming over this hill and the one to the left, the men came down into the valley and up this slope to this point here where they took cover. They drove the Boer skirmish line away from here, only to find the main defence line about 180 meters behind me. Very, very strong and very, very secure. And here they took cover. The remnants of British schanzes and stone defence walls can still be seen quite clearly. And they're all along this line. When the order came to fix bayonets and make a charge, they had to cross this ground. Not a solitary tree was here, the grass was low, and take the Boers off that hill. Well, they tried twice and failed both times with very heavy losses. And after this, Buller was at his wit's end. He'd used everything and he did not know what to do. The Irish troops came charging over this flat piece of ground against these defences, these stone walls and this trench, which is still very much in evidence at the rear, on the reverse flat of Hart Hill, as it is now called. This trench line extended from here, from where I'm standing, up the hill where it is now obscure, onto that high point, and that high point really controlled the whole of this, the top of this hill. In the years after the war, the South African Railways established a quarry for railway ballast at Hart's Hill, and a large chunk of this historic hill has been dug away and blasted out and used as railway ballast all over the province. Action of this sort has now been stopped, and hopefully it will never be continued. Standing in a Boer trench at full height, you can see how deep the trench still is. This is my eye height, which is probably close to 5 or 10 inches above the ground. I come down a wee bit and I'm hidden. As we climb the ridge, these strong defensive positions are all too evident. The Boers were behind this rock wall which extends up behind these aloes right to the top of the little ridge.